Have you ever wondered how many tricks are in a boss bash speedrun? Probably not, but I'm telling you anyways. There have been a lot of tricks, and some with optimized versions of them. The first one I'll be covering is a strat that a lot of casual players might have come across, which is the 12 o'clock walk on Bowser in Phase 1. This strat prevents him from hitting you, as his fireballs hit the wall instead. The second strat is pretty subtle, and it's this jump kick and hit strat found by the Tasser Mazziari in August of 2022. Then, on third phase of Bowser, we have a ton of strats. The first one being a hit on Bowser's head before his fire activates. This was first used back in 2017. Then, there's the ThatchBro Cycle, which looks like this. Then, a few years later, I found an optimization which involved 2 hits first and then 3. This variant doesn't save time, but is an easier alternative. Then, after finding out the task strat, which Mazziari found was viable, we dubbed it Crack Cycle and started using it in runs. The runner Rin Woods would even include pause buffering to start getting the trick consistently, which is beyond me. Then, we have Kamek, which is a mess. The first trick was discovered by ThatchBro in 2017, and involved a repeated string of inputs that made shooting the ink faster. Then, there's Ultra Fire. Discovered by Rin, it involves pausing the game after shooting a shot, and since the game counts down the ink shooting delay while in the pause menu, you can unpause for another instant shot. By repeating this, you can get crazy times, but not as crazy as timer Manip. Also found by Rin, it was discovered that spamming the pause button could make some of the elements of the game move, while the timer froze. By repeating this over and over, you could save a ton of time, theoretically up to about 8 seconds. All these tricks combined have given Kamek the reputation of being the worst boss experience, as a single attempt now takes anywhere between 7 and 10 minutes. There are also a few very theoretical strategies that might be implemented in the future. One of these is the ground pound cycle. Theorized by Rin, this involves a complex string of inputs that make you hit Bowser with a ground pound, and then do Crack Cycle. This, however, even if proven possible, is a very high risk and very low reward trick, which you shouldn't do in any runs. The argument is that in the original Crack Cycle, you have to wait at a certain part of the trick anyways, and they could use the time waiting to do a ground pound. This is highly theoretical, however, and might not work out in the end. The same goes for the newest discovery in Boss Bash, the berry boost. I found that by jumping and gliding on a berry, you could eventually glitch inside the berry. There, you'll be flung out at very high speeds, which could be used to get closer to the next panel in a speedrun. You could also time a ground pound inside this boost to get a vertical berry boost, but this seems useless for the time being. The jankiness of the hexa movement pretty much rules out the berry boost as a humanly viable time save, as it's very hard to control, even when going frame by frame. Every input can change the trajectory of the launch and can cause it to completely fail. As of January 2024, these are all the tricks in Boss Bash speedrunning.